So it's been a while since I've really made anything. But one thing I thought it'd be fun to talk about is stories of young me doing ridiculously stupid things for video games. Because I like video games, you know? I like video games. And things that Husa can eventually make fun of me for. Which he probably will. So fuck it. Fuck it, dude. How about the story of when I was in school, how I would break into the library after hours so I could play World of Warcraft during Wrath of the Lich King, is I think what the current patch was at the time. Maybe it was close to Kata, wasn't fully sure, but I think pretty sure it was Wrath. So first and foremost, this actually begins before I could even get into the library, because I didn't know how. Funnily enough, I found out that the library doors had a pretty wide gap in between them, and the books that we got for school had a pretty thick, like cardboard-like covering on the front and back, which was really good to get enough leverage to just put between the doors and just push up or down, depending. Sometimes on the mechanism you'd need to push up or down, but you would slide it between the mechanism so it would hold it in place, and you could just pull the door open. So that's how I got in. But what I had to do to play the game was probably the more autistic thing. And only people with mild autism play World of Warcraft. I firmly believe this. Because, holy shit, you kind of have to. So it all relatively begins when I decide, you know what? I know how the school computer system works. Everything goes to a server. So if I wanted to play a game, like I wanted to play WoW, because I didn't have any internet at my house. And it wasn't because my parents were neglectful. In fact, well, not having internet has nothing to do with neglect, first of all. So, fuck, that's a bad way to start it. But it had to do with the fact that my parents knew I would be so distracted from schoolwork and other shit if I had video games at the house that's all I would do, which is all I do now. So, yeah. They were right. They were right on the fucking money. What ended up happening is I brought my CD copies to the school to download and update World of Warcraft there so I could play it. And because you can't download things from certain sites because they're blocked off of the school's platform, they're the school firewall, so you're not playing video games at school. That shit, whatever, right? Can't go to Twitter, can't go to any of that shit. Unless you're on your phone. But even then, the school Wi-Fi will block you from it. So to get past the firewall, I obviously brought my own CDs, and I installed Classic, then I installed TBC, and then I installed Wrath. And cool, okay, you installed Wrath. All right, we're good to play. Oh, fuck. The firewall blocks any access to the patcher. So I can't patch the video game from Classic to be able to play. And I didn't know if I had to do this, but my only idea, which took me a while to do, essentially we had our 30-minute lunch period at school, and what I would do is during that lunch period, I would go into the library, and I would download patch by patch, from top to bottom to the current patch we were playing in Wrath, and then manually apply them to the game file that I had saved in my system file. So because all of the schools and all of the school files and all the kids had their own individual name, right? So we all had our own logins, our own files. What I could do is I could put everything and install the game to the server so I could play it no matter what computer I had. Because if I installed it specifically to the computer, if somebody else was using it, I can't really go up to say, hey man, that's my computer. I need it to play a game not allowed in this fucking school, right? You can't do that. You can't do that. That'd be bad, and I would essentially be ratting myself out. So what I had to do over the course of I don't know how long it took me, might have taken me a week or two. And after doing that, to my fucking astonishment, I could play. I could log on to my warrior, try and farm the red sword of courage from Urtgard Keep You know, where's it? Pinnacle. I don't remember. It's the Viking guy at the end. He drops the red sword of courage. It was a good tanking sword. I wanted it. So I got it all working. I got it all installed. I had to go patch by patch. I had to do all of this shit. And finally it worked. And I could play. And then obviously there came the other problem. You can't really do that while other people are around. So, because you can't do that while other people are around, normal school hours aren't gonna work. So I knew how to get in, obviously. So, all right, well, I'll just play after school. And honestly, I was able to do it for quite a while. Because the janitors most of the time wouldn't actually go into the library. Like, they just kind of didn't. I think they did it on like a rotating schedule. And I just kind of dodged it naturally from what I was doing. So I kind of lucked out. But I was there until almost fucking 7, 8 o'clock sometimes, just playing the game, having fun, because I wanted to play. And you might be thinking at this point, right? Okay, no internet at home. But has WoW, has all the discs, and has a sub to play WoW? Huh? What? My parents were divorced at my mom's house when I was there at the weekend. I literally did nothing but watch Toonami and play World of Warcraft and drink a Frappuccino like every day. It's literally all I did. I was a fucking mega shitter. I was so bad at the game, but I loved it. That's all I did. That's all I played. It's all I wanted to do. Like seeing some motherfucker with the time lost proto Drake in Dalaran, I was like, oh shit! I still don't have that fucking mount. Still never got it. Still never farmed it. So it's been a long time. But going back to the story, because of that, I had access and had been playing the game. And I wanted to play the game when I wasn't at my mom's place. So that's when you go into the library after hours. It's fucking easy. You just slip it in the door, open it up, and you're good to go. And it was working. It worked pretty well. Probably, I'd say, for a couple weeks. I thought it was fine. Nothing was a problem. A couple weeks. I was smart enough to do that. But obviously, I'm a kid. So I'm a fucking retard, right? I'm a dipshit. I'm an idiot. There's obviously login and log out information. And, you know, when you're logged into the system and actively using it at a time where literally no adults are in the entire building, then someone's going to find it eventually. But in fact, nobody found it eventually. Nobody did. Lo and behold, one of the days that I normally would be doing something else, I didn't have any plans. Nothing was going on that day when normally I would. I think it was like a Tuesday or a Wednesday, one of those. So the janitor comes in. I hear the door open. I go, oh shit! Oh fuck! I close everything. In fact, what I was doing is, like, I have 2 monitors here. I was using 2 computers from the school. And because you can't log in 2 places at once, I had my other friend, like, high school friend's login information. Just some random guy I knew, because I needed someone else's log information for one of the days we did, like, a computer lab or some shit. So I just had it. So I had stuff on one screen, and just watching shit, and then I'm playing WoW on the other screen, doing my thing. Thank fuck. I thought, thank God I had headphones in. I had earbuds in. We're safe. We're good. Close this shit. Turn the screen around. And obviously, the janitor guy, he doesn't expect anybody in there. He doesn't fucking expect anyone to be in the fucking computer lab at 6:30 at night. He's just doing his job, man. So I turn everything off. I log out. I think, oh, he'll see the fucking computer screen's misaligned. He'll be like, So he wouldn't have given a shit about that. So I turn him. I put everything back in place. Like, oh, okay, turn it off. I turn the lights off because obviously no lights in there. It's dark. Turn the lights. And here's what I do. Here's the table's here in front of me, right? The table's here, and he's cleaning on the other side of the room, and I'm on the ground. I'm on the ground and I'm hiding. I'm hiding from this guy as like a fucking 14, 15-year-old fucking kid at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night at fucking school. I'm on the fucking ground and I'm fucking like Metal Gear Solid trying to fucking trudge my way on the fucking floor. And I'm like, how do I get out of this? Oh, I'm in so much trouble. What do I do? What do I do, man? I was freaking the fuck out. Because I was like, oh shit. Because honestly, I didn't really get in trouble that often. Because I didn't really do things worth getting in trouble for. So I've never really gotten in trouble. So I didn't know what was going to happen. So I was like, fuck, okay. All right, shit. So I'm on there. I'm down on the ground. And then right next to me, where I sat, because I sat next to probably a really bad choice, by the way, now that I think about it. I sat right next to doors to the outside. I wasn't hidden off in a corner where if anyone would have walked by and seen a screen on, they could have fucking seen me. No, I was sitting right next to a door that was facing the front entrance of the school, where literally anybody could have seen me. Literally anybody. So I'm crawling around. I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? Okay, all right, what do I do? All right, I'll wait until he's behind that bookshelf. So I was library, right? Bookshelves. So I'll wait until he's behind the bookshelves, and then I'll open the door and I'll just fucking bolt. I'll get the fuck out. So that's what I did. But when a door opens, it didn't make an alarm or anything like that. But when a door opens, and the guy's just walking around doing his job, he's gonna hear that. And he's gonna be like, what the fuck? Who the fuck opened the door? Right? Obviously. So, I didn't hear anything. Everything was fine. I thought I bolted. I thought I was good. The day after, nothing happened. It's like, oh shit. All right, I'm good, okay. But I shouldn't go back in there. Maybe they'll be watching. I'm good. But the day after that, I believe it was like a Thursday or Friday. It had to be.
Can you get called into the office? Can I take it to the main office, please? Thank you.
Right. Called over the intercom. But I was getting called into the main office, which everybody knows. If you get called into the main office, you're fucked. If you get called to like the attendance office, they might have a question or something's like weird or whatever, right? You'd be fine. Or everybody had to like go to their counselor every now and then or some shit. But you called into the main office, you're fucked. The moment I heard it, I knew. I fucking knew. And I'm a terrible liar. I'm a very, very bad liar. Good thing and a bad thing. Good thing because I know I can't really get away with lying because I'm pretty bad at it. So I don't do things worth lying for, you know? Most of the time. I don't have to lie to anybody and I can do whatever. But I knew I was fucked. So I go in there, I sit in the principal's office. He goes, hey man, so someone's in the library last night and you know, you were logged into the computers and active right up until the janitor said that he saw someone run out of the library last night or the other night. Do you you know anything about that? Any suspicions about that? Huh? It's like I'm fucked. Oh fuck. I thought it was over. I thought everything was bad. So I had to fess it up. I told them exactly what happened. I told them what I did. Because they didn't know who it was. They didn't know what I was doing. They were also very unaware that you could abuse the server system that way. So I told them what happened. I told them what I did. I told them how I did it. Because I kind of had to. Because the thing that was fucked up, because I couldn't patch the game because the firewall blocked it. That's why I found a website that somehow wasn't blocked, that was gaming related, that had all the patches listed, which I was able to pull from. So I had to tell them fucking everything, dude. I had to tell them fucking everything. And they're like, all right, well, we're gonna have to call and leave a message with their parents about this. They won't have to come in for a meeting or anything, but we have to let them know, obviously. Yada, yada, yada. But I know now that the reason I can't be at school, because they probably, after figuring out what I did, what I was doing, they probably didn't care that much, but they had to care because they're liable for everybody's children when we're at school, on campus, or on the site, whatever, so they kind of had to care about it. I also had to show them how I got into the library, because maybe they thought I had like a spare key or like a lockpick or something. They're like, how the fuck did you get in there? And I was like, I used a book. A book? Yeah, I used a book. You're gonna okay, because obviously they didn't even believe me. It's like, you're gonna have to show us what you're talking about. So I did. You take the book out, bing bang bosh, boop, doors open, and they go, oh, gonna have to get that checked. So I don't think that works anymore. Probably shouldn't. Obviously the call goes to the phone number registered to my parents, right? But here's the twist you weren't waiting for, and here's something my parents might not even know, which if they ever find this out, well, sorry about that. I obviously, because anytime I was late, they would get a phone call. Anytime something happened, they'd get a phone call. And I didn't like dealing with that. I didn't want to deal with it. So instead of dealing with it and making any excuse, all because I'm bad at lying, I'm bad at lying, I was able to use one of their signatures from a late note that I had and make a new note changing the phone number of my parents listed to my phone number. So I could technically kind of do whatever. I didn't, because I was like too worried about being in that much trouble, right? But I skated by. Maybe I stopped by for breakfast someplace sometimes, and I didn't really show up to class at the right time sometimes. You know. So I did that. I never had any backlash from the folks about it, because they didn't fucking find out. There was no meeting or anything. And because they could have called, like, if they would have called the number while I was in that office talking to him, if they would have called that number and said, well, we have to call your parents to talk about this while I'm still there, my phone would have rang, and then that jig would have been up too, and then I would have been in real deep shit. Oh, it would have been bad, man. It would have been some fucked up shit, and I would have deserved it because I was being a bit of a shit kid with it, right? But just thinking about it and thinking about that kind of stupid shit I did to play video games, which I have probably a few more stories of, which I'll eventually record when I feel like it. That people might get a kick out of how, dude, I'll talk about that another time, but holy shit. But anyway, that's the story of how I broke into the school library to play WoW. Of all fucking things, to play WoW. I just wanted to play, dude. Just want to get my grind on, man. There's nothing going on a Tuesday night. Let me go fucking sign up for my daily heroic dungeon. I need my badges, dude. I need to get my gear. I need to find a good person to run the Trial of the Crusader 5 man with, so I could get my trinket. Hope it doesn't get ninja'd this time, you know. But anyway, that's it. So hope you enjoyed the story. I'm sure this will never come back on me ever for telling it. It's gonna. Have a good one, lads. Bye.